welcome to
Typing it. He's typing it.
Alright, welcome to the All Mage Party, guys. We're on what, episode 5, I think.
There we go.
Let me fix that title. Yes, we were a little late because a lot of our players were, not here.
Wait, back off.
I second this.
I was
last time
like fourth here.
last time, let's see, what was the character names? Probably should say those. Fia and Isabel got their hunter tokens, so now they can flash them around and pretend they're meritorious. And you have received a task, I wouldn't say it's a quest, to go hunt down a lion and kill it and display its head to the shepherd or something.
Yes.
Alright, so that is your goal for now. How many of you have ever hunted as characters before?
No one, I would have.
You mean as an RP hunt, or
Yes, RP hunt.
or as our actual characters?
Yes, as
In
your
real
actual
life,
characters.
It'd be quite obvious, really. So.
Anyway, now it's up to you to decide by what method your characters hunt, and as conducive for, people have never hunted a day in their life. Some people have stayed in the library their entire lives. And some people that really like horses.
Look, half of us are going to die in the first combat encounter.
I've already done the first combat encounter, okay? Quit your whining.
So, I have a plan that would require William to be useful, so it's not a very good plan.
It's a million years, buddy.
You see, what William could
So basically what you're saying is we're fucked.
See, William could do this wonderful thing with his, Do you actually already have your clairvoyance magic?
Clairvoyance.
I don't think he's specialized.
Or
I only
tell
have.
future spell.
No, I only have divination. I actually can't
Divination.
tell the future yet. Come to think of it.
So, would you be able to ask your divination where the lion actually is?
No, that's I need to get like a lot of levels before I can do that.
Wow. It's almost like there's this magical thing that you didn't do called specializing.
Maybe.
Guys, let's leave the past in the past, where all of Conway's skills are.
What I can do is gaslight the lion into thinking we're its parents.
And that will help you,
You
hunt
see?
down the lion. How?
We're gonna kill it anyway, so.
Takes one to hunt one. That's all I'm saying.
Scott, is that
Oh
you?
shit, you're down a lion. God, wouldn't that be fun? They ask for a corpse of lion, you go down to the market to buy a lion so you can kill a lion.
Did they ask for a corpse of a lion? I don't remember how specific their request
Yeah.
was.
Yeah,
Okay.
for
Can you
a
imagine?
lion belt, yeah.
You're a retard, like cutting trees in like a medieval kingdom. You ask for a corpse of a lion to a group of strangers, and what you get is 10 hours of discussing semantics over what it actually means to deliver the corpse of a lion.
Oh, that's why we're here.
So the lumberjack commits suicide, we take his house and sell it.
Where is the actual sheep house? Surely he wouldn't have just left this group of autists without telling them where to go.
I'm back.
The shepherd would be north of the river, somewhere along this way.
So we do actually know where to go. Just with a group this autistic, that's a thing that needs to be actually explicitly stated.
More importantly, I see we know where to go to obtain sheep for free.
Liberate the ship, remember?
Yes, Conrad.
Okay. Actually, I do have an interesting idea here. Vert.
All right, lay it out. Anytime now.
Okay, so this is the plan. So I have a thing called spellcraft. It's a feat, and what it does is basically tells you to like be creative and allows you to combine sphere effects. It doesn't have any like written down things it does because this all needs to be discussed with the DM,
That is something to do in the downtime, good sir.
Yeah, no. But it actually tells you to ask the DM mid-session.
That's a hell of a rules lawyering.
But anyway, my point here is I have the divination and the mind sphere. Can I use the divination to try to the divination and the mind sphere together to try and detect minds around me? Like very simple animal minds. I don't want like a very.
I'm
effect.
pretty sure there is a divine thoughts thing for mind, but it's within 60 feet.
There is, but it's.
He will need to specialize.
No, I actually don't need to specialize. You get that one for free. But divine minds is for intelligent creatures. I'm not looking for intelligent creatures.
Well, there's your problem then.
Okay,
I wonder if that spell will work on blast.
Spellcraft feat is useless then. Is what you're telling me.
Not on the fly. No, that's you're crafting a. Okay, here's how spellcraft works. You know how Vancian system has like a fireball.
That is not how it works at all. That is a different feat, which I also have.
Yeah.
I have a spell dabbler and spell adept. Spellcraft is specifically for combining spheres of magic effects.
Yes, that's what spellcraft is for. It's for making spells that are actually more complex, the way that Vancian crafting works. So the way things are right now, you have like the components for most magical spells. You have like all the raw little doodads. Here you can. I think the example here was they combined like mind and I think destruction, where you can combine like a talent or two to make like a damage over time non-lethal ability with a mind spell.
Yeah, but it doesn't. I don't want to get too autistic about this because we're mid-session, but
Which is why I said bring up spellcraft in the downtime.
My character would do it now.
Because spellcraft is specifically something not done on the fly. This is like something one does like over a week of research and says, "Behold, I have made a spell."
I have a
say
slightly
that,
less
okay.
complicated question. Do standard arrows have metal tips?
That is a difficult question to answer.
They're in my possession. I can look at them. Are they metal?
Where were these arrows from?
I got them while I was still in the tower. They were purchased from the tower. So,
Okay, you
they're
purchased
definitely
arrows
not
from
plebeian arrows.
Alright, so they're going to be broadheads probably. So, yeah, metal tips.
Good.
Here, I probably think they'd be using bodkins. Which are the wooden pointy tips.
No.
Yeah, Balkan arrows are not wooden arrows. Balkans are a different type of tip.
Bodkin are actually extremely like they're harder to make than your usual arrow. They're also like war arrows only. There's no reason to use a bodkin during non-war times because the specific purpose of a broadhead of a bodkin is to pierce armor. There's nothing else that they do good. A broadhead will serve you much better in other situations like hunting and shit like that.
Yeah, but broadheads also require metal or stone at least.
Oh, no, yeah,
This is
definitely.
what you think of isn't aren't you? Then roughly.
What you're talking about then isn't the bodkin. I've only ever seen that term used for the like the specific like armor penetrating arrows. I guess it is bodkin in style, but it's really just a sharpened stick. What you're talking about?
Oh, wait. I just thought of a great way to make money.
Oh god.
Oh,
Alright,
this is gonna be great.
can we get back to the atoll adventure?
Yes,
here?
let's go
Sure.
to
No,
the
this
to the
is the
chapter.
entire game.
No, like my character, unironically, mid discussion about the lion slaying, says, "I just thought of a great way to make money."
What is it, brother?
Please don't be awful with this.
He brings out one of his arrows and points at the metal tip. Like, I can just make these on demand. How much do you think they'd sell for?
A little bit.
Do you intend to crush the economy, brother? Because that would be perfect.
So I'll basically turn to him and say, "Is there a war around?"
Didn't we just hear
There
about the
will be a
Inquisition?
war around.
Or was my character not there for
A
that conversation?
crusade.
I
It was a
can't remember if
crusade.
your character was there to hear about the crusade talk. It was in the tavern, and I think only let's see, it was William
And Lord and
and Grovenor?
Myself, William, and Grasvanor were the only ones that heard it.
Okay.
there will be a war around soon enough.
Good thinking, brother.
A false crusade for the false god. We should stop it. We should hinder it.
We should profit from it.
And then crush the economy.
We'll cause a
First,
monster
first and
crash.
foremost, we should go to back to our tavern. It's quite late.
No, we have a lion to hunt.
It's literally early morning.
Yeah.
And they say,
Please, midday.
vampire complaints.
The way it works is you ask the DM and he tells you what time it is. It's not by the time we play.
Well, we were talking for so long about autism. I
to
thought
be fair, in real life, this has been a few months, but in universe time, it's been like less than 3 days, I think.
It hasn't been a few months since last episode.
It's been at most an hour in universe.
What are we
No.
fighting about? What is all this?
Okay, can we please just go get the
Are we
lion?
trying to hunt or what?
I derailed the whole thing. I'm sorry.
I look at Esbel. I look at Esbel and say, "It had to be done. We didn't want this to happen mid-fight."
It's only been a few minutes, not a couple of hours.
Thea just
What did I
started
miss?
walking west.
Hey, Verdun, I spend my turn thinking about how I could profit from a war.
Really?
I'm swallowing Arizim out.
Yes, follow
I've-
Fiat.
Well, why are you
I-
guys leaving the wagon? to
Everyone
do this?
pause.
I come next to Grosvenor and I point at William and I say, "He's acting a lot like our father. I believe his nose is beginning to grow."
If it profits us, then his nose can grow a lot more.
All right, so everyone that's moving with Thea, Arizim, you can move your token. Oh, there you go. The party wagon left before they did.
Whoosh.
women.
Hey, I don't have that ability yet.
So, where were those lions? Up north somewhere, yes.
I want to ask the logger where the shepherd is to get more information.
Somewhere
Where the
around
what
here.
is? The shepherd. somewhere
The shepherd, yeah. I already
Yep.
clarified this. We already know.
Somewhere.
But we go there. Do we
All right,
find
so you travel off the road. You go. You travel through the hills and across the wood line. The sun is beginning to set in the sky.
Oh, I actually asked a very important question to the rest of the people. Did we
Heck
get a
yeah.
name with a woodcutter?
No,
No.
why would it matter?
He's
Hey,
woodcutter number 1, of course.
Yes.
Yeah, alright, that works.
He's the
Continue.
woodcutter of homunculus. What are you talking about, brother? Or sister?
Homunculus
Yep.
don't have a name, they have numbers. Nonetheless.
So you drive off to the western edge of the forest, around Westfield, the town's name that you probably didn't get yet, and you find a fence enclosing where there's a wide number of sheep ready to be sheared at different intervals. And of course, there's a hut with a chimney stack with smoke billowing forth from it.
Alright.
Let's approach it.
Well,
See what happens.
so the woodcutter specifically mentioned a lion has been hunting these sheep. Correct?
Yep.
Alright.
So the first
I
thing
approach the house.
the first thing I'd like to do is actually check the fence if it's penetrated anywhere. There are
Alright,
holes.
so gonna split this up into 2 groups. Group 1 goes and talks with the shepherd, and group 2 is observing the area around the fence. Let's go with group 1 for now. Who's in group 1?
Heyo!
I am. I'm gonna talk
Okay,
to him.
so Cal and Inlord, or Cal and Lucian. All right.
See, Kyle.
Don't do that. No, we don't do that here.
Yeah, you will get him demonetized. Oh, wait.
Oh no.
Wait, wasn't
Oh no.
you'd be making more money if you were demonetized?
I should probably set up a subscribes card.
Better yet, OnlyFans.
No, I'm not posting feet pics.
Of course, feed
doesn't
pics.
have to be
Everyone
feed
loves
pics.
feed pics on the internet somehow.
Somehow.
Just like Edlord.
Fuck off, degenerate.
All right. Anyway, you
I'm
walk
not
up
the
to
one
the
who likes
no.
feed pics.
Stop it.
Fine.
You walk up to the shepherd's hut. Are you knocking? You're gonna announce yourselves? Or you just
Knock on the door, yep.
are gonna wait for
I'm
the
gonna
door
knock on the
fairy?
door.
All right.
I will get ready my gun.
Gryffindor's not there.
I will open up.
I am with them.
I will open up
You
my.
decided to join group 1? Okay.
Yes.
I
Okay.
take the gun from Grezanor and puts it in my
You
pocket.
cannot.
It says no.
You cannot. It disappears.
And appears in his hands again.
Yep.
You know,
Much better way.
you know, Sunhound, it hurts you to do that every time.
Yes. I will do it as many times as it gets to get the fucking point across.
Yep. And if he
What
needs.
better way we are not using it on them?
All right. So
Not on them. We don't know what is inside of this construction.
Yes.
all right.
It's
So
gonna be.
after not even a minute. After like a few seconds, the door opens. There's a ratty
A bomb of
haired.
shotgun.
There's a ratty haired specimen of a human being standing at the door, looking dirty as most of the peasantry do around here. Yeah. So, hey, what do you want?
We've heard from one of your friends, one of the woodcutters, that there's been apparently a lion causing you trouble out here. Some of my friends here would like to help you deal with it. Wondering if you could tell us anything about what's happening.
How
Oh,
are you
what?
going to pay us?
Well, of course, there's
lion.
been lions around these parts, and they've been snacking on my sheep. It ain't nice. I don't like it.
Where have they been coming from and stuff like that?
I think in the woods, eh? Lions like the woods, right?
Whereabouts? What times do they come and stuff like that?
I think in those lions are daytime creatures, right?
My good man, do you live by yourself?
No, I got me wife and 6 kids in here.
So 8 victims, alright?
8 experience point bugs.
Well, I hope you don't mind. We're going to have a look around, see if we can find any tracks and
Be-
prints and whatever.
Before we go, I want to ask him something. Is there a cadaver, a corpse of one of his sheep? Or if there was a recent attack, there should be.
Oh, that's a good idea, actually.
So,
Well,
if there a cadaver near,
one of the sheep are missing. I don't know what this cadaver is.
Dead body.
I got some bones out in the enclosure there.
in the bone zone.
You haven't removed it?
How do you plan on rewarding us for our noble deeds?
I got 5 pence inside and some wool.
Sounds about right.
So he's offering us his whole cabin. Okay. Let's go
Could
see
give you a
those
button
bones.
chop if you like.
You see, meat is a very good offer. We can have the meat he
Yes.
offered us, and the meat he offered us.
We can have more than he offers us, but nonetheless, let's go see the.
The fence.
Let's go see these bones, the things that he pointed
Yep.
at. Okay, so what do we find, Verdant?
All right, so you guys finished talking to him. Let's go over to group 2. Okay, group 2, you were looking around the fence. Perception and survival checks.
William is just following the group and looking at them as they do this, rather perplexed.
All right, Fia looks around the fence of the enclosure. There's one part where the lower, well, no, like one of the upper wooden beams of the fence is like knocked out of its socket, and the lower beam is slightly cracked. In the dried mud, there's a footprint. Knowledge nature to know if you to see if you know what a lion is at all. Okay, so yeah, you would know this via a lion paw print in the mud. So you saw this is probably where the lion got into the enclosure.
Okay, so quick question. These are lions or mountain lions?
Lion. Savannah lion.
Okay.
That's weird. Why would they be out
This,
here?
yeah, because I had the impression this was more of a.
There's actually a story for that, but you have to find the
okay, yeah.
storytellers for that.
You have to discover it. What's been forcing them to.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're gonna miss everything.
Kind of like Dark Souls. You're too busy just trying to survive, but you forget the rich story that you can find along the way.
I don't think we're busy trying to survive. We're busy trying to be retarded.
Hey,
Yeah,
hey,
this is surviving for you.
Carones is surviving.
Wait, fuck off!
You are. You haven't still. I still haven't killed you, so you are surviving.
He's a survivor.
Well, he is an Italian, so.
Anyway,
Last week, this week
So
on SVU.
would I gain any clues?
You gain clues that there was indeed a lion that came through, that they're not just idiotic peasants that don't know where their what their animals look like. You can see that both pop runs coming to and from would be east to west. So it came into the enclosure from the east. It hopped out, going east.
Back into the forest. Okay. So, what time is it now? It's evening, right?
Yes, it's evening.
Yeah, are we going to go into the forest in the dark, or do we rather spend the night and then start the hunt in the morning?
I've already
Well,
used some spell points earlier today. A full rest would do me great.
Can I roll a knowledge nature to know like how elusive lions are? Because if these are lions like in real life, like it could literally take months to track them and hunt them down. I don't know if any of you guys heard of the story of the man-eating lions with Zavo.
Yep.
Crazy story, by the way. Very worth googling.
Okay,
Alright,
so
you can do the knowledge check to be sure.
Okay, knowledge nature.
You've seen
Wait, who's present?
you've seen a lion on a pennant before.
Rosachu based.
Don't forget, I'm literally a beacon of light.
So I have a
Yes,
question.
we know that you are a federal agent.
We're talking about the RP.
So am I.
No, you're not.
The DC to track the lion decreases by 5 because Lucius is making the entire forest alight with his glow.
Literally, you can see within 60 feet of me, and if I wanted to, I can extend it to 120 feet.
So I have a question for the shepherd.
Oh, you're not talking to the shepherd, so you can't ask him a question now, can you?
Yes,
Well,
but I can walk
actually,
towards the shepherd.
if I've gathered all the
Oh
clues,
wait. We should sleep on the shepherd's barn or whatever. Bring the wagon over.
We could leave the wagon there, but I don't trust that unkept homunculi.
Maybe we should try to set up a trap for
Yeah,
the
yeah.
lion. I could create we
What
could
would a
go to
lion
the
want
edge of the
with the
forest and I could
shepherd's
create an
dick?
illusion of a sheep to try and lure the lion out.
Verdant, I have a question for you. What do I need to roll for my character to understand the concept of a poor person?
Oh god, yeah, that's a question. Knowledge local? Or common sense?
Jewelry?
Or knowledge local or history, like poor people have always existed.
Yeah, I
I
guess
prefer to
history
roll
would be a good
jewelry.
one. Yeah, so you know what a poor person is. You know the anatomy of poor people. their genetic sequences.
Oh, so it's a genetics thing.
Oh,
Do they
no,
happen to be black? Do they happen to be black? Well,
Everyone
then-
made that joke at once.
Rubs hands.
Alright. I decide that I hate them.
Trying to sell religion,
Character-
but hate the poor.
Does
Character
your
development.
character mention anything about hating them?
You know, the thing is, he's also poor, though.
Yeah, I was about to
So
say,
he can tell.
because, like, if
What are-
he said this out loud, Isaac would have told him, but brother, look at your pocket.
No, what are you guys like? We have gold in our hands. We could unironically buy a massive mansion and live in the countryside for the rest of our lives.
Well,
I have 500
you don't have that much gold.
But more importantly,
we don't need to have it.
yeah. I have something that
We
the
can
poor
simply
person
take it.
doesn't. Knowledge.
Yeah, but the poor person has something you don't. Wisdom.
Mm,
Yeah, you lack wisdom
Yeah.
and intelligence.
Okay, but like in character, we should go back to well, we actually should split the party. Something really simple though. It's not gonna be of any importance. Just someone go get the wagon to here while the rest of the party talks to the farmer.
Just for
sorry,
The
visual
wagon
aid.
is already here.
Yeah, just for visual aid. Where are you talking about when you say here?
The shepherd's little secluded sheep ranch, I guess. Because what we should do is we should ask him if we could stay on the barn for the night so that we can, stay on the lookout. Which I'm totally not gonna do, by the way. I'm just gonna sleep. I hope you guys can sort that out.
Roll bluff.
Oh, I know. Oh, by the way, the reason why I say go get the wagon is because I'm assuming we didn't get the wagon all the way out here. There's no reason to. Especially when it starts to get hilly and there's trees in the way. But now there's an actual reason for it because we're sleeping here.
I will get the wagon.
I will accompany him.
Yeah.
Okay,
the
so
rest of us
AC, you said you
go
wanted
talk.
to question the shepherd? Because you
Yeah,
have
Isaac-
let's see, who's it? Lucian, no, yeah, Lucian and Isabel coming out of the Lucian and Isabel and Grovenor coming out of the shepherd's hut, walking in your direction. I'm guessing you're going to share the information you got from the shepherd.
Yeah. Yeah.
Basically, what Isaac wants to know is how often does this thing show up? Does
Alright.
it even show up on a regular interval?
All right, so you knock on the door. The shepherd comes out again. He's like, "Who are you?"
I'm with the people who were here before.
I'm still here.
I am with these folk.
The Hunter people are. All right.
Yanta?
Hunter.
Hunter.
Are
You're
Hunter.
calling us Untermensch?
No, Hunter. Azir, you have hunters. You know, people who
You know, it
hunt.
sounded like you said Anta.
Yes, because accents.
You're making fun of my accent.
Guys, we have found a
No,
British
I-
person.
I-
We should kill them.
I
Yeah.
promise you not.
I am.
No.
Is it?
Basically, what Isaac wants to know. Isaac wants to know. This creature showing up and hunting your sheep.
God, that that 7 seems to be bugged out a little. Is anyone else getting it where it's like fragmented?
Yes.
Okay, as long as it's not me.
If you
Isaac,
zoom in, it looks okay. Kinda.
Apparently there was like a little CH text in light blue hovering over the damage number, so no clue what that. Anyway, back to this. I don't know. He goes into deep +0 int modifier thought. Oh, once a week.
And when was the last time it showed up?
This week.
How many days ago?
I don't know, 4 maybe.
So we can so it's not an unreasonable thing to set up an illusion trap then. Okay. Isaac thanks him for his time and turns back to the party to deliberate on tactics.
You're not gonna question him about squatting on his farm.
He doesn't have a choice.
Yeah, he
He
really does.
won't.
I'm not
have a
going to be the
choice.
one asking him because I have a cart to sleep in.
I open up my suit and let Ori go. I let him roam around the place.
I know I should be more serious about this, but you know, just the just in writing, you open up your clothes and you let out your long black serpent out. It's poetic in a way.
Turn black. So he's a CIA nigga. Oh Christ.
Anyway,
Excuse me while I whip this out.
exactly.
Yep.
Okay. Anyway. Yes. So you let the Ori out after summoning him in the town square.
No, he's not summoned. He's literally on my body. He simply crawls out.
Ah, yes. The trouser snake. All right. Yes. Yes. Continue. You have your black snake out.
Nonetheless, I guess all of us meet up and discuss strategy.
About how far out is sunset, Vernon?
I don't know. Do you have a sundial?
How much of the sun is over the horizon?
You can still see the light. It's not it's the sky's not glowing orange yet.
Alright,
Okay.
let's do it like this. I have no idea what time it is.
Yep, you drive the plane into the tower.
Oh,
Oh.
Oh. That was a good one.
well, Isaac is the second plane.
Fuck's sake, you retards.
Okay. Anyway, you know it is at least approaching evening.
Oof.
For
Why
fuck's
really?
sakes, well, this does make sense because you guys didn't really have a day-night cycle where you lived in.
Anyway.
Yep.
Anyway.
V Fräulein, your illusionary abilities, how far do they extend? Can you project an image of a wounded lamb?
I can easily do that.
Probably
suggest-
could. Let me think.
So,
Let me quite literally check.
My suggestion is all of us hide in the cart in front of it, we create an image of one or two wounded lambs and wait for the lions. And while we do so, we sleep in cycles. Therefore, there will always be someone who's awake.
Here's listen to my plan. So we dig a pit, and then either myself or Isabel creates the illusion of grass over the pit, and then the other one of us creates the illusion of the lamb walking on the grass. And so when the lion comes to get that illusionary lamb, it falls right into the pit.
There is some blood to complement that illusion. I got a few vials.
I volunteer.
I can do it.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
You see,
I am not being your blood puppet.
No, I have vials of blood, literally.
That's fine.
Yeah,
I'm
but
talking
does,
to the
does
other one.
outsider blood smell like lamb blood, though?
yeah, would knowledge nature be a sufficient role to notice this logical incongruity?
Or
You
just
don't even
open
need
up one of the blood vials and smell?
Sanhon in particular would know the distinct odor that it leaves.
Yeah,
Thus, he would know that it's completely different.
it is different. However, what do an animal know?
Actually, yes.
Yes. Like
Then we need to
the
sacrifice another sheep.
we don't need to completely sacrifice it. Just to draw a little bit of blood from it.
Just take a knife.
It'll be fine.
Small cut. I'm sure one of us can heal it.
I can't heal it. Okay, I'm going to search for a sheep and with my ritual knife draw some blood directly from the jugular. From
Can I
the
get a handle animal rule?
Like also, we could just ask the shepherd if he slaughtered because he said he had lamb. Does he have any of the
Wait,
would the shepherd
hold
have
He
drawn
didn't.
blood?
He didn't say he had lamb. He said he'd give you mutton.
Wait.
much.
You guys know how animals are very, very perceptive, like how dogs can realize there's gonna be a hurricane in like 8 hours before it happens. I'm gonna use a lesser read mind charm on one of the sheep just to try to tell if they're like feeling weird or whatever.
All right, Grovenor, you approach a sheep and with a knife drawn, the sheep looks up from its grass it's grazing, and then starts to walk away from you slowly as you approach it.
I will try to intimidate it into staying the fucking where it is.
It only runs faster.
How do you intimidate sheep? You're not Welsh.
In the meantime, I
I
approach.
think I can make blood. I think I can make something that smells like lamb blood or sheep blood. As I'm
Let's
literally
see.
checking my spell book.
So you can tell the emotional state of the sheep that Sunhound is chasing is fear.
Up to short range, I think. So I don't need to get close to them.
So you're also chasing it.
No, wait, yeah, no, not the. It's the one that's 25 plus 5.
Yeah, so it is still decently close.
Yeah, it is. So I'm assuming I can stay on the other side of the fence, though. I wouldn't approach the dirty sheep pen.
Yeah, so you close around to the other side. You find like the big clump of sheep. You project your charm into there, and you see one of the random sheep. You can feel hunger.
What do you mean?
Safety.
You can literally eat the floor. Like,
Yeah, but wants more floor to eat.
While he's contemplating the emotional state of a ship, I approach him and ask him, "Brother, we might require your particular set of skills. The farmer accidentally mispronounced how much he would owe us after this. Once this is done, I will need you to remind him the correct amount." Wink.
What do you mean? I have heard it loud and clear, friend.
He winks at you.
Look,
There's something in your eye.
Actually, did you hear it loud and clear? I don't remember if Conway was actually there to hear about
No,
the
Conway
pricing.
was with the second group.
Essentially, I convey to you that he's giving us way too little, and you need to persuade him using your charms, heavy quotation marks, that he needs to give us all the ship. All
Look,
the ship.
I'm not good, but I am lawful. So breaking.
Am I there to witness this conversation?
Yeah, I actually wanted to say, can I roll perception to see if I notice this?
Guys, this is literally just him coming over to talk to me while I am close to the sheep pen. Like,
Doesn't
I
really take
know,
much
but why
perceiving.
do I overhear it?
Why? How?
I don't know, somehow.
Nonetheless, and I shall argue with you, I shall propose it as such. A just payment for a just deed. A just service for a just reward. He's not giving us a just reward.
Weren't you a godly man here, Lucian?
Yeah. And what's wrong with a fair payment?
I need my tithes.
Yeah! Have you met the clergy?
oh, you mean, oh, so that is what you mean, brother. Well, I have come to the realization that these people don't really have much to offer now, do they?
They do. They have their ship, brother.
Tell me, brother, is there any inherent value to work?
Of course.
Yes.
not in this universe,
Yeah.
there isn't. Like, if you want to
Sure.
start the intellectual discussion about the value of labor, I can absolutely demolish you on
God,
that.
no,
but
no.
let's go hunting.
We're not doing this, commies.
No. Not even communists. I can walk out 10 feet
no,
away from
no,
you,
I mean,
point at the ground, and demand fucking metal. There is no value in labor.
In this
Never was any
Wait.
value.
in this place, they are kind of like the French. They don't value magic. They are purely and simple creation god sims. So
Yeah,
whatever they have here will be ours eventually.
I gave my
they're
response.
primitive. They worship a woman.
Yeah!
Yes.
I gave my response in character. Let's hear Enlord's response, or rather, Lucian's.
Remind me again, what was it? Because
Yeah. Basically, what I said was that I know what you're trying to imply, but they don't really have anything to pay whatsoever.
sometimes you have to take to keep what is yours.
Well, what if someone else came over and took all you had then?
They could try. And if they value my property more than their life, I would have already devoured them.
I would rather not. I would not like to have a plain walker come over and take me away from the library as it happened, so I'll not take it away from these people.
And what if he was stronger than you? What if he was smarter, more red? Could you stop him?
Well, thankfully, this time I can stop myself.
Soon enough, brother. You will see the world as I do.
I feel like someone's about to do something horrible.
And I simply walk away. Unless he's hungry, in which case I give him something to eat.
Yeah, my character is lawful. He's actually not that much into like breaking tradition and shit
Also,
like
am
that.
I?
What were you trying to perceive there?
Just
Chuck?
to see if he could overhear Lucian and William talking.
Okay, I don't
Uh,
think you guys comprehend the scale of this. Maybe I'm retarded, but we're not. You're not camping right next to us. We're not camping right next to the sheep. Otherwise, they wouldn't even sleep at night. You're camping like a few hundred yards off to the side or whatever.
well,
Probably.
they're still milling about just like you, so it's still reasonable
Well,
to.
yeah, of course, of course. But through the course of a day, there are dozens, if not hundreds, of times where me and Lucian would exchange a few words. I don't have any idea how you guys would be able to discern, but I guess you can always roll like very high, I guess.
Nonetheless, moving on.
Yeah, moving on.
You know, brothers, I had a thought. Perhaps if we manage to capture the lion alive, it might be a curiosity that the local nobility would be willing to buy off of us for a nice sum.
That's actually a good idea if we can catch
Sunday.
it, keep it alive, and have it not rip us to clean out a shred.
Emphasis on keep it alive. I don't promise anything.
Not
If
to
you
mention,
if you
they will
capture the lion, I can domesticate it.
they would not listen to
Why
you.
did that sound so
Gay.
horrible?
It would be a messy prospect, sister.
What
I
would you
would
be doing to it?
I would be warping its very mind, shaping it as one of my own.
I just
Something-
moved back slightly.
Something I
As he says
wouldn't do
that.
to anything that has any form of intelligence, mind you.
Okay, Warmonger.
Mind you.
Question: do you how many of us do you consider having intelligence? How many of us do?
I think my powers only work on something that has more than 3 in intelligence, I think. So technically the lion is intelligent and it can work. But my character is questioning the moral implication of just changing another intelligent being's mind. It's not a rules thing, it's more
Oh,
of
actually,
a like
I remembered.
internal value thing.
I remembered something about charm. Specifically, the mind stuff only works on creatures of your racial subtype.
Yes,
Oh,
but I have
the
a
humanoid.
feat. Yeah, but I have a
you
feat
have
called expanded charm. It's called.
Wait, a question. Do you have the alteration spear?
No, I'm not getting it. I'm not becoming a furry.
Alright, you're not dying.
Thankfully, because you won't be able to make a cat girl out of the lion.
Okay,
and
I kill myself.
most animals are below 3 intelligence. The ones that are above 3 intelligence are magical animals. Because that's just how Pathfinder rolls.
Oh, that's not good at all. That is not good at all. I need enhancement to give this thing intelligence so that I can mind bend it.
I go to the wagon, not wagon, to the
Yes, the
Kind of-
wagon.
yeah, and take one of the bottles out and give it to William. And as I hand it to him, I simply tell him, "How is it different you changing the mind of a insert creature to our father teaching us how to bend reality itself?"
You don't comprehend the manner in which my power works.
Explain it. And I sit down.
The mind is something that is unbelievably complex. I shudder at the thought of a creature that can truly understand the full extent of a working mind of someone such as our own.
The
It
gods
is.
can.
I would assume so, yes. But I would see this notion in front of me of this beautiful working machine of incomprehensible Scale. Well, you can comprehend its scale. I mean, it's right there, and I tap on my head. What you can't comprehend is what lays deeper within. Much like how you can see the sand, but you cannot even imagine the sand that lies underneath itself. I, it is just simply incomprehensible.
And coarse and rough. Gets everywhere.
When Father creates things, he is creating things that follow a set of rules. Meanwhile, our minds are made to break those rules. It is the reason why you can do what you can do, brother. There is something more to that. There is something more to a mind. I do not see it as just merely creating things as our father used to.
You make it sound so complicated. But we are actually quite simple. The only reason we have some shadow, some appearance of complexity, is because we were molded as a pale reflection of the gods. And that's it. And I start petting Ori.
Okay, I'm gonna post a 25-minute video calling you
God, no.
theist cringe.
Anyway, is this the point where your characters not shack up,
No.
make camp for the night in this? Do you guys have cover of anything for people sleeping outside the wagon?
Well, my character's just resting. I am not cut out for this.
Also, we don't start a fire.
I cannot sleep out here. There's no quilted mattress beneath me, and there's no library above me.
You see, I bought a bedroll. I am very comfortable.
Yeah, Valak has a bedroll and blanket for himself.
Yeah. Out of curiosity, who's sleeping within the wagon? I'm guessing Isabel and.
I
Fia?
am.
Yes.
No, they're sleeping outside.
Aww. Very well, I will join him in the wagon, but I will keep watch. And so will Ori.
You're gonna keep watch inside the wagon.
Yep.
Okay.
Hey, he's asleep. If they sneak in and attack him while he's sleeping.
Oh, guys, there's something we need to worry about. The horses. Horses are bigger than sheep, so they probably wouldn't attack the horses. But losing a horse would be such a massive fucking loss. We should.
I can heal them.
I know, but a lion can easily run in, grab a horse, and then like drag it into the night, and we won't be able to find it. We need to defend. Like put the horses like in the middle, like make a formation around the horses of humans.
Or I can simply put Ori on top of a horse, and he can simply be there and wait. If something
Okay.
happens,
Any
Well, yeah. It doesn't matter what you do, but William would point out that you should take care of the horses. We don't want them to be lost to the lions. So do something, please.
So are we setting up the trap, or are we just sleeping and waiting until morning before we do that?
both. If they
All right.
show
So
up tonight,
who's setting up the trap? You said
I think I'll
you're gonna dig a pit. What? Right?
Yeah, because like digging a pit would probably take some time, I would think, unless
Yeah,
one of you
it's-
has an ability that would
Yeah.
you know,
Nobody
make that
has
go
that many
faster.
points in creation.
AC has explosion.
Hey, it's not explosion.
Quite literally.
It's not
I can
explosive.
literally use the culverin. Sorry, I can literally use the culverin to make a hole.
I will dig with my gun.
Yes.
But you're not removing the dirt. You're just pounding it in.
Yes.
No, it's explosion. It sends things flying.
No, that's not what. You see, if you just want a crater, I have a 60-pound lump of brass or bronze or whatever. Listen, which was it? Additional. Brass. It was brass. I have a 60-pound just lump of brass that I can chuck in a loop space and then cancel the loop space.
Oh yeah, what's the
let
duration
it hit
left
the
on your
ground.
brass?
Pardon?
You didn't shape the brass in any way. What's the duration
Yes,
left?
I did.
What did you shape it with?
Reforge.
You have it, Talent?
Yes.
Okay.
Also, the I'm pretty sure your ruling on like craft weapons or profession blacksmith was that I actually needed a forge for that.
Yeah,
if you're not doing the creation reforged, then yeah, you would need a workstation for that.
Yeah, I'm using geomancing reforge. Functionally the same thing.
Okay.
Yeah, I specifically spent 2 spell points on the recover or to make it permanent.
Make
With
into
Reforge.
one big brass ball.
Yes. It's just a lump of brass that weighs 60 pounds right now.
I think Silly would love a lump of brass that long. You can make bullets out of it.
Real subtle.
Verdun, Verdun, I will spend some time changing my pistol for the musket. After all, we are hunting big things. We are hunting major prey
I just
in
had a
this one.
realization. It's probably arguable that Recover Ore at some stage would be able to just fabricate primers from metals in the ground. Like rare earth metals and stuff.
AC, no!
I will point at them and laugh.
You see, William here, or not, Isaac here, is the only one that actually needs, or not only, like, one of the few people here who actually needs rest.
Guys, stop being retarded. Remember, everyone has the cantrip effect.
Yes.
Everyone can cast cantrip every 6 seconds. And how many of us are there? 6 of us. We can remove. It's
5 pounds of dirt at at 1 cast per 6 seconds. At how many people? That's a stupid rate of
Yeah.
excavation.
we can actually easily dig irrigation canals and make this whole world like a lot more productive.
Every 6 seconds will be 30 pounds, and that
Oh my god!
that will
No,
be
this is needed.
300 pounds a minute. So you can do the fucking math.
Yeah, but
Less than an hour.
let's like all of us are doing this. Like it's
What is-
done.
What
Like,
is
the only question is how deep are we digging this hole?
what is the density of the soil?
Is that a metaphor or?
I would probably
Yes.
say we'd have to dig the pit like probably like 12 feet or so that the lion couldn't jump back out of it.
It
So, yeah,
will need to be a little more deep than that.
What is the
And
Like maybe
wide.
20 feet.
I'm actually calculating that right now.
I have yeah. I'm asking you, what is the density of this soil?
Okay.
Because here's the thing, I'm pretty sure we would be done with this, like not in an hour, but literally in just like a few minutes.
Yeah.
I will say about 15 minutes. It will be
Even
done
less.
with
Like it would be like 5 minutes, and we've dug this massive hole.
Wait, is this a metaphor or?
That's with a 10-foot wide, 12-foot deep hole. That's approximately 800 cubic feet of dirt.
Alright,
Yeah, what
we
is
can.
the density? What is the
5
density of the soil burden?
So. Yeah, it takes us less. Yeah, it takes us less than 2 minutes. Moving on.
Yeah, like I said, it takes like 5 minutes. Not even that.
Less than 2 minutes. I don't know exactly minute something, but moving on.
But long story short, cantrip go Bert.
Yep.
Also, keep in mind.
Fantastic.
Anyway, sorry. Go ahead.
I mean, if they're 5 minutes per hole.
Creates a dirt pyramid.
Okay, so I have a mechanics question for Downtime Verdant related to this.
We are digging a trench system that would make the Deathcore Creek flush. Nah.
Like, we can
We don't
unironically
need
dig a
powers.
moat around the shepherd's house. Like, oh yeah, we didn't catch the lion yet, but it can't actually get to you anymore.
No, here's what we're doing.
Diggy hole.
Oh,
yes.
We can ask him, do you want a moat or a pit? Like,
No, we only offer our irrigation system construction capabilities to nobles because they're the only ones.
I start running like a giddy child.
Probably only Esobel.
No. Fia as well. Just not in a long time.
Hello, I'm back.
There seems to be drips at the upper levels.
oh,
I wonder. I wonder if a pipe broke on the upper levels.
Do I have a
Uh,
tent?
No.
I don't. Jeez. Well,
Alright,
I have.
what do you
Here's
need
the
to roll
thing.
to know what this
Uh,
is?
Verdant, I have an item called a winter blanket. I'm assuming it's like this massive like furred or whatever blanket. I want to get like a few sticks and make like a little tent for myself with my winter blanket. And then I'm gonna put the bedroll under the little tent. It's a winter blanket that I want to use for this. Good point. Good point. I guess what I would
I
do.
could reforge the brass into a large flat plate.
Huh. You'd see me struggling trying to make a tent with my winter blanket. I'd look over at you and see you staring at me.
So,
I think there's
how
plenty of-
versatile are you willing to let reforge be, Verdant? Does this do it? Yes, it does.
There is enough space here, brother, for some of you under the blanket. It seems like the drips above are really, really bad.
Basically, what I want to do with this is create a as large of a flat plate as I can for cover.
Oh my
Maybe
god.
a tiny bit of curvature.
I swear to God, if it takes a week for us to catch this lion, this shepherd's gonna leave his house to see an entire industrial complex that we built around his house.
Yeah, so you can cover about like what a 10-foot radius on the ground with that, maybe.
I just put it next to the wagon and sleep under it.
Thea sleeps under the wagon as well.
I continue running in the rain.
And the poor horses are stuck outside.
After
They would be okay.
All right, so who's
would
on?
the shepherd have? Did I see any buildings that the shepherd owns that would be shelter for the horses?
Yes. Is there any shelter for the sheep as well?
Your horses, though, like
Yeah,
There would definitely be shelter for the sheep, but is there remaining shelter for the horses?
the horses are very comfortable with standing on the rain. They rather like it, at least the ones I know. They go out of their barn to go into the rain. My horses, at least.
but they get really
You're
muddy.
rich. Oh,
Yeah, but you live in hot ass Brazil. Not
No, it's the same thing here. Yes, different breeds handle climates differently, but yeah, it's nothing for them.
they will be okay. That's all.
Yeah.
They only need to be cleaned up tomorrow. So
Yeah, especially your white horse. It gets all browny. It's
it is not its correct color.
no,
Yeah, when it gets all brown, it just starts stealing food and stuff. It's really weird.
especially underside, and it needs to be cleaned.
So basically, I've created a very large surface area to dissipate weight, so that the mud does not affect any tents or anything.
All right, so you spend your night in the rain. Who's on watch?
I'm not. I'm not on watch. Surely.
I haven't used any of my abilities really, so I can be.
Myself, Ori, and Esobel.
Okay, then
Thea
perception
could
checks
take a turn as well.
for each person that is on watch. Perception checks. Okay,
You see
Colorado's got
absolutely
nothing.
nothing.
Lucian got as best as he could, but Jesus Christ, this was terrible. The rain blocked a lot of your vision that night. Well, Lucian, you have a big light radius around you, but that didn't really help much. So you didn't hear much of anything with all the rain around. But thankfully, by morning, it was by crack of dawn, at sun out, the clouds are pretty much completely gone. And, everything outside smells damp. Rain has thoroughly drenched the area around Westfield.
I will, since I presume I'm still awake, I will, using my cantrips, clean up the horses, and if we have a brush, start brushing them.
Putting the husband in the animal husbandry, huh?
Hey, they're quite nice creatures. They're really pleasant.
Oh my god. Okay. I'm gonna spend my first hour tending to my books in scripture, which is why I needed to, not get wet that much because I have very important books with me. And I'm gonna go over spells and then after an hour, I'm gonna walk to Isaac. Isaac,
as you're about mulling around, I assume you're within sight of the shepherd's area, right?
Yes.
yeah, I'd be sitting around our camp, yeah, looking at the horses and feeling the nice post-rain like weather and stuff like that.
Yeah, and so you'll see the shepherd out there doing the morning activities of move around hay bales to distribute to the sheep, so they have something to eat. Of course, yeah. Of course, he doesn't seem so bothered by like there's rain all night. He seems to find it like a normal thing.
For those of us that slept, did we recover our spell points, or
Yes, you
did we
recovered
not
your.
get enough? Okay.
Yes, you recovered your
Um,
spell points.
Yeah, give me a sec. I want to have
I'm
an in-character conversation with Isaac. Uh, like I said, after going over my books, I go over to Isaac and I say, "Brother, going over our father's old scripture, I think I found something that might be able to help you." Pardon me, I'm not perfect with these. Do you have a bag of any kind?
No, I do not.
Here, I must have one. I started digging around. I'm just gonna grab like I have like a little thing for candles, like a little bag for candles. I am going to pull the candles out, and then I say, "Care, give me one of those metallic spheres you have."
I reply with, brother, we only have one, and it is currently in the shape of a disc out on the floor over there, and I point at it.
Very
But
well.
basically, it's the floor of your tent.
I see. Can you make one then? I know
I
it
see.
wouldn't take you too much,
Yeah.
seeing as how you've worked with metals and such things.
Yes, I see no problem fabricating a sphere for him again. Um, I ask him roughly the how much of it he wants, because I'm going to go for another full round of 60 pounds. Any specific metal,
Mm,
brother?
I would love to experiment with this, but let's start with something small. I have not quite yet mastered the spell.
Sure. So, uh, William has no preference on the metal. Uh, sure. Where is my table of things I can recover? I believe I'm currently at.
Good luck.
Just make it brass, you autist.
Hey, I already have brass. I want bronze too. Honest, just make sure I have that recover. Or
I start rolling in the mud.
bronze, yes, I do. Okay, so I recover 60 pounds of bronze at 2 spell points. It is permanent.
Okay. Can there be a small sphere? I don't think. Actually,
No,
we'll get into it.
no, as in, then I'm going to be carving off whatever I want from this afterwards
Which
with a
be any-
forge.
Yeah. So after you hand me a small sphere of bronze, I put it inside the bag. Then I set the bag on the palm of my hand. And then I wave my hand over it, and I am obviously whispering something under my breath. And then I sort of like open my eyes, and I think it worked as I cast abundant ammunition on the bag and the bronze sphere inside it. Basically, I use my index finger and thumb. I pull out the sphere. I throw it 10 yards away, and then I get my index finger and thumb into the bag again, and I grab the same sphere and I throw it again, and I do so 3 more times.
okay.
With this, it should sate some of your issues with ammunition, shouldn't it?
It does not.
What do you mean?
Oh, sorry. You, I mean,
In
you're speaking in
character.
character. Yeah.
In character, William would see that Isaac is desperately looking for ammunition for all of his things, and I realized something. There is really no limit to the size of the container or the ammunition. Rubs hands.
Whilst covered in mud, Lucian will sneak up behind William and hug him.
Brother, I
Now-
push you away and immediately start cleaning myself with cantrip.
He will laugh.
So basically, the question the experiment Conway conducted is: does the spell replenish just a lump of iron that's taken out, or a lump of bronze?
No, it doesn't replenish. It's the same thing. It's just that it is.
It's basically stuck in a loop then.
Yeah,
Yes.
the one it vanishes when you grab a new one from the quiver.
No, it's not that it just vanishes when you grab a piece of ammunition out of the thing. After it is taken from the container, it vanishes the round after.
Yeah. Also, keep in mind any enchantments that are put on the ammunition carry over to the new one that it refreshes.
It says non-magical.
No, it says you can.
If after casting a
after-
spell you cast a spell that enhances projectiles, so you have to have enhancement to do that.
Yeah, of course. So what you can do is you can cast this spell, which lasts, by the way, for a minute times spell level.
Caster level.
You can then put another enchantment in it and have multiple uses of that enchantment. So, for instance, if you make it like a teleport beacon or whatever, you can shoot a teleport beacon and then pull out a new one from out of a quiver and then shoot that one again, and then the round after the first one you shot disappears.
The round after the first one? What?
Yeah, it disappears the round after.
Oh,
So-
like you shoot one, then you shoot another, and the first one disappears when you pull?
Yes.
Okay, that's useful.
There also is no limit to the size or anything on it. It depends on how Verdant does it, though, I guess.
Fascinating. The first. Oh, Isaac has a new experiment to conduct on this.
God damn it.
Like, basically, Isaac takes a very how would you construct this experiment?
Okay, I'm going to ask this question because I feel it's relevant. How is this relevant to hunting down a lion?
How about okay? Wait. How about this? We let our two characters have their autism, and then after the game, we ask questions to Verdant, and we'll just say that our characters experimented on it, and the results that Verdant gives us after the game are what we follow. Okay. How about that? I think that works better for everyone.
Yes.
So you've experimented now, and we can finish this,
Yeah. Let's say our
and you
characters
experiment later after the game. Okay.
No,
Yes,
no.
but basically, in the downtime while everyone's like prepping for the hunt or whatever, we're just
Yeah.
we're just tinkering around with this pouch,
Yeah.
doing miscellaneous things.
Unspeakable things.
Terrible.
In character,
terrible
we're doing it,
things.
but out of character, we'll only really get the results after the session. But yeah, sorry
Alright.
for the autism. I think it'd be like a cool in-character moment between Isaac and William.
It is. It is.
Yes, because Verdant, Isaac does have a question for you about the pouch.
Leave it
That
for
may
later,
cause
you
problems
all.
for the party later, depending on how you rule on it.
Here's the thing: this only lasts for very little, and I can only cast it once a day unless I build my character around it. So.
Oh yeah, don't worry. It's only one experiment.
Okay, we only have an hour left at most, so let's
go.
get underway with more RP related stuff. Not that this
And
is
I don't even
RP
have an
related,
hour
it's
left.
tangential. Oh, you don't even have an hour? Okay, so after.
I have 30 minutes at most.
Okay,
Let's go. Come on.
So we'll start. We'll find a direction and then wind it down from there. Okay.
Yep.
So you got all your holes prepared. Now I think what's left is what, baiting the traps.
Yeah, Isabel and Valak would have to create their illusions on one of the traps.
Yes. Which is something I had to disappear for a second to do something
Or
else.
go to the forest and try to find
So I
them.
may have missed it.
We could try to hunt down the lions.
Actually, I'd like to make a perception roll to see if I can notice any footprints or sign like in the mud.
No matter what perception you roll, you're not gonna make a successful check. The ground has been soaked for most of the night, and if anything before or during the rain occurred, what?
Normally, it does still appear some footprints, especially heavy footprints.
Yeah, basically, what I was gonna say is, yeah, during some of a heavy creature like a lion, there would be a little bit of traces, unless the rain was to the degree of you're not sleeping in it.
What was it? A light rain, a medium rain, or a heavy rain?
Medium rain. Look, think about it from my perspective here. You made a bunch of new piles of dirt all around this area. Rain fell. That dirt's gone somewhere. Unless someone was dragging stuff through the dirt and mud, you probably wouldn't have a clear track.
Did the traps activate last night? Like, is there a drowned lion on the holes?
Yeah, because the holes should be full of water now, right?
Not entirely full. Because it wasn't like you're caught in a monsoon, but they're still like a couple feet deep. I can't do water measurements on the fly.
We could definitely tell how much rain happened last night by how much water is in these holes.
Let's just go
Yes.
to the forest and try to hunt down the lions.
Oh, so we are doing an extinction. Okay.
Live on extinction?
We are going to exterminate anything that lives on the forest that is a lion.
No, brother.
We are
We're
not
far
hunting.
kinder and gentler than that. We will liberate them from the burden of life.
For the burden of their belt.
Okay, so while you're in the forest, if there's the consensus on going into the forest.
Oh, briefly before we enter the forest, Isaac leaves a teleport beacon back at the cart.
Welcome.
All right, so you guys start running off into the forest. I'll need I assume you just leave the wagon behind and you're unhitching the horses.
I will take my horse with me.
William, are you riding Argent into battle?
Yes.
All right, so you got a veritable hunting party gathered. You're going off into the Leon Wood. let's say you're going into the north one. Let's do a survival check to see how well you fare searching for a beast today. Whether or not you guys have any ideas about where to find a. Well, Fia doesn't succeed.
You can survive all right?
Thea trips on a branch.
Fia was more interested in some berries, whether or not these berries are poisonous or.
Oh, there it is.
The question is, Lucian, is can Ori relay information to you?
Yeah, he can talk common. Let me tell you the languages he knows. Currently
okay.
just common.
Wonderful, I guess.
Semantics with the rest of the group.
Creature.
Semantics.
This way.
Yeah, so Ori found something that can lead you in deeper into the forest. It doesn't seem like the woods are as much affected by the rainfall that covered most of Westfield last night, strangely enough. You go in at Ori's direction, and you find yourself a small cave entrance in the woods. And I think that's where we're gonna stop off for tonight.
I mean, we can continue.
I mean, without Caloronus, maybe.
Oi, Ozzy cunt. Do you have an issue with us continuing?
You can go. I have a little bit longer still. Just soon I gotta disappear though.
Okay, so let's have 30 minutes. 30 minutes left for the session, though.
Cool.
Right. Let's see if I have darkened this appropriately.
Because if it's a cave, then I can just cast Yeet into the cave.
Can I enter the cave with my horse?
All right, and no, you probably wouldn't want to be going into the cave with a horse.
I still don't have that talent, but okay.
Says you.
No, there is a talent that allows me to squeeze with the horse to have his space with super no penalties.
All right, there you go. There's some space for you to see.
So, out of character, I have a super brief question. What the airflow of the cave should indicate whether or not there's another exit. But what would my character
I can
have
see
to
about
know that? Like, would be geography good enough? As in, to
Knowledge dungeoneering.
I think that's fair enough. Yeah, knowledge engineer.
basically, yeah. Isaac is gonna. Well, let's see if Isaac even knows. Nope.
Also, Verdant. Everything within 30 feet of me is considered daylight. Everything within 60 feet of me is considered dim light.
I can see about 60 feet away.
Oh
I
god.
have dark vision.
Valak has dark vision out to 90 feet.
Oh my god, guys! Just realized something. We have a guy that is glowing. We have a guy with a gun. We are literally, the ATF.
Yeah.
Houses and we shoot dogs.
And we're literally about to shoot something. No.
We're gonna Fed raid the cave.
Someone
Wait.
post Waco.
Something flashbang, something dog.
Yeah, something incendiary ammunition burning children alive.
Does the
Oh,
line have
shit.
pet dogs that we can?
Wait, as I enter the cave, my character says, well, it's a good thing I have only 3 days before I retire.
Can you fucking imagine, like, 50 years from now, they'll be saying that they were pups in that cave? Lion pups
Okay,
in that cave?
like novices, you enter the cave, lights glowing, you're talking like you're on a fucking school trip. You
The
don't.
lion of that.
Wow, a lion over there. Who would have guessed? For
Oh wait, the
Minecraft
lion
League.
of that. No, I the cave.
I didn't select the token. Let me roll because I didn't select the token.
I am not even in the cave, because right now my character's outside tying the horses to like a tree or whatever.
Oh god.
Very well.
I mean, to be fair, I'm not going to be that useful
Where's
even if
initiative
I
now?
was in the cave.
I'm not gonna be here long enough to be useful.
Wow. It's a good thing I'm at the back of the party.
All right, so Fia and let's say Lucian, Fia, Lucian, and Conway are quickest in the draw. They notice the lion before the lion really notices them. There's just a well, this one I couldn't find an image for a female lion, so ignore the mane here because this thing is sitting on a sloped surface of the cave. There are bones nearby, obviously of some kind of creature.
I do notice
that
that is alive.
All right, Fia.
There we go. I found initiative.
All right, Fia's first.
I can move up to him. Okay. What's
Thanks by your side.
It's a shame I didn't have a higher initiative. I could have just teleported anyone in there. Like just teleport the gunman right next to the lion. Just
No, not next. Because I have the musket. 1 square away.
So let me just check how far the line. 30 feet, great. I chuck my javelin at him.
You mean her?
At her, no. Well.
Yeah, you use the lion's pronouns, man.
It's a transgender line.
Ah, come on. I missed.
So you
It
throw
is
a
now aware of your
javelin
presence?
and it stops like right there. It clinks against the cavern floor and you just embarrass yourself in front of all your friends.
Does the lion girl?
Oh, there's a.
You'll do better next time.
Does the
The
lion
lion
take psychic
cringed.
damage for being misgendered?
Speaking of taking
Oh, that's how
damage,
I change it.
let me see. Yep. Does a 19 hit it?
Yes, it would.
It needs to make a fortitude save.
Why is this happening?
Was it rolling fortune save for?
There are 2 add-on effects. Once it fails it, it will suffer. It will first become fatigued, and if it fails it the next turn, it will become exhausted. And on top of that, all of its attacks, saves, ability checks and what have you suffer a -2, and it fails it.
What was the saving throw?
The saving throw is 16.
Okay.
But
yeah,
why is
so
this happening? Is it your turn?
Could
Yep.
could you
No,
I
just
go
before you.
just help
Weren't you
help a brother out, and could you click on the
You
sunstroke?
don't want to. It's literally walls upon walls of text. Essentially,
Do it
reduce
anyway.
All right. Here you go.
I gotta go. I'll see you
Alright,
guys later.
have a good one.
Yeah.
Vehicle.
When you place a glow effect on a creature, you may choose it to deal 1d4 non-lethal damage for 2 cast levels. The creature takes its damage each round as the glow is an effect. Let's see.
Essentially, it's fucked.
This effect, or 1 minute per caster level, so that would be 20 rounds.
No, it would be 2.
Okay,
Yeah,
so it takes the 1d4 non-lethal damage, which you dealt
2.
2.
Then it reduces dexterity and strength by 2, and any attack roll, save.
You have to wait next round to cause it
It's
to
a part
go.
of it. Since I need to expand to activate the bright light.
If you you have to use a standard action, so you have to wait till next round to make it start fatiguing or exhausting.
No, this isn't part of that. This is a different thing. Radiance.
Irradiance is the first one.
Yep.
Why be right after the fortitude save, Verdant?
Sorry to slow us down, but I need to look this up real quick. I have a feeling you can only apply 1 glow per effect at once.
Yeah, but you can apply multiple effects to your glows. That's the thing.
You may only apply the benefits of 1 light talent to any glow effects.
Then I'm blind. Alright, I will first apply Irradiance.
Okay, so you don't do 2 damage to it.
Alright.
So you make it sickened. Yeah, that works.
Yeah, but keep in mind that this whole thing was out of order because I actually come before Menlord.
Oh right, yes. William, did you want to do something?
Yes, I did. I
Gasp.
would like to. Yes, I know. I would like to tap Fiat on the back and cast haste.
Wait,
Oof.
what?
This is the second time.
Who are you casting that to?
Fiat.
This is the second
Okay.
time William has cast haste in this game, so congratulations.
This is the first time I did. And I end my turn.
Alright, now it's the snake's turn.
Hey, he has a name. Well, it? Yeah, it
Okay,
has
it's Ori X2's turn.
Is there such a thing as a defensive stance?
Yes, you can either do that as a full round action, or you can do it as a standard action when you attack. When you do it as an attack, you take a -2 penalty to your attacks, where you
Full
get a +2 to your AC.
Full round.
That one would be a +4.
Okay.
Oh yes, and we've gone out of order because Fia was supposed to go first. What did you do, Arizon?
No, she threw the javelin.
Oh,
remember?
right.
I threw the
Yeah,
javelin.
I almost completely forgot that failure.
Yeah, Emerson, make sure to read the haste section there and apply those to your character.
Yep. Increase your speed. And I see.
Wait.
All right, so the lion here, enveloped with sickening, irradiated light, gets up from where it was lounging and charges at Fia, screeching as it goes.
That AC is going to be really handy.
Come on. Hit.
What's your AC at?
You have a +1.
17.
Meets or exceeds.
Yep. It nearly made a difference, guys. I nearly made a difference.
It takes a minus to its attacks.
No, wait. How much? I get a dodge to AC, yes?
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't
and-
modify it yet. It's actually 18. It doesn't.
I actually
And-
saved you from that count.
Don't celebrate too soon, because the lion charged. So its
Oh.
actual
Do
attack is
nothing.
19.
Oh, fuck off.
So Fia takes 11 damage, and what's your CMD?
Verdant.
15.
Minus 2 to its attack.
Hmm?
Because of sicken. It has a minus 2
Yeah,
because
but that's after -2.
Oh,
You're hunting a big cat.
alright guys, I have an idea. I will use an area attack. Fia, hold it down while... No, sacrifice yourself for us.
What was your character's CMD? Combat
15.
maneuver defense. 15.
Yeah.
God, I don't even know what that
You're
is.
not sure. Let's say you're not grappled, even though the line has like a 4 bonus to grappling. Let's just say that.
The DM is being kind.
All right, Grovenor, you might want to step into an area where you can shoot this thing.
He has line of sight.
Here?
There you go.
Oh.
My initiative is actually 11. I didn't show up.
Oh,
on
you
the
didn't
turn
click it
order.
properly.
Yeah.
Okay. So I return? Or is
What
Paddock
was it?
going to...
11.
Yeah.
Fix it yet? Okay, there we go. What?
Place your bets.
There we go.
Who's going
God damn it!
22.
for the turn order?
All right, Valak, you go now.
Okay. He is going to create a man-sized swarm of flies that are like buzzing and sounding horrible right next to the lion. Why can it not? right here, next to the lion.
There we go. That square is gonna be the swarm of flies.
Okay.
Are you trying to damage it with that, or just make something that's distracting and concealing?
Just something that's distracting to it.
Okay. Let me roll the lion's will. Yep, it believes the swarm of flies that appeared out of nowhere.
Stupid line.
Okay, now it's Grovenor's turn.
I move to that corner. I will use this as a free action by using, and I also use one spell point to get the extra attack. And I will do first a barrage and then attack again with the musket. This one goes normal. If it fucking does anything. Okay.
Remember we talked about this. Barrage just gives you 2 attacks. When you have a full round action, you can spend your extra from.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I expended the spell point. I say that.
Yeah.
So I will attack 3 times.
No, 2 times. Barrage gives you 2 as a standard action. You had to take
Yes,
a move
and
action.
No,
okay.
action, which is also
Yeah. No, I got it. I got it. I failed one and I hit the other.
Yep. So the line takes 9 damage.
And also I become fatigued for 1 round.
All right, Isaac.
Hmm.
Time for loop space shenanigans.
No, Isaac looks at the ceiling of the cave and decides, what if that was to collapse?
Well, I can't make the ceiling collapse like that.
Yet.
Yet. Yes. Let's see. What do I actually have on me?
I don't know.
You have unlocked your tactical nuke.
Yes, but that requires wind up.
Does it really?
I don't have any other skills that would accelerate the projectile instantaneously. Like that's all on my to-do list is build a railgun. Companion ability with this. Let's see. You see, this is why I asked if the tips of the arrows were metal. Because I can actually do damage with such an object or such a thing. Let's see. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with that. Since that's the most damage I can do right now. Immediately. Or is this full action?
So you have a different version of telekinesis.
Yes, but only for metal.
Yes, you're Magneto. Congrats.
Yeah, I'm going with teleport. I'm going with magnetize. 1d4, is it?
Yep.
1d4. Oof.
And you also need to roll, what was it, 1d20, your base attack bonus plus your caster modifier.
We.
Just in case you crit.
I rolled 1d4. It was 1.
No, I mean, that's your damage, but what's your attack?
It's an instantaneous cast. The arrow itself is granted that momentum for damage.
Yes, but you need to do a range attack action. Read the second paragraph, the last sentence. Last two sentences, sorry. Elsewise, you're just damaging the item.
What? Where?
In the magnetize that you posted,
Yes.
the second paragraph,
Yes.
the last two sentences. You may choose to throw the item harmlessly, which you're not doing, so let me evade that. Or you may use this as a range attack action.
Okay.
This counts as a range attack, except you must use your casting ability modifier in place of your dexterity.
Okay.
Wait,
Where
in
do I
place of
get that?
dexterity? Wouldn't it be in place of BAB?
No, in place of dexterity, because dexterity is the modifier for
Ranged
For a
attack.
Range
ranged
attacks.
attack, yeah.
So how do I put
or
this
finesse
together?
attacks. 1d20 plus what your BAB
Okay.
is. I think it's 1 because you're what, a level 2 full caster?
+1.
Plus 1 plus whatever your intelligence is. Because I think that's your casting modifier, right?
+20.
No,
your modifier.
Oh, +2. Okay.
no, +5.
Plus 20,
Plus
bro.
Oh, +5. Oh, there it is. Okay, that modifier. Yeah. Okay.
The modifier, yes.
Yeah, well,
1d20 +1 +5.
just for reference, when we ask for a score, it's what the actual number is, but when we're asking for the modifier, it's what the adjusted number is that applies to your stat. Well, it applies to skills and such.
Yes.
Yeah. The reason why I got confused, Verdun, is because you said the caster level as opposed to intelligence modifier, as if
No,
you
I
added
said-
your caster level in place of dexterity, when it's actually the int
So
mod.
it's not BAB, since he's a caster, it's half his current level. Rounded
Yeah,
down.
yeah.
Okay. So you missed. 1 damage missed. Alright. Fia, it's your turn. The lion bit you.
Ow.
Bite it back.
Assert your dominance. Bite the lion back.
I don't have that attack, no.
Coward.
I
Piece on
can
it.
heal. I can heal you next turn. Stop being such a baby.
Piece on it to show dominance.
Well, yeah, do it, please.
You have a +1 to attacks because I am useful. You see, when I cast haste on you, everything you do from in that combat from then on is me that did it. So I am useful.
Yes.
He's getting assists out here.
I mean, call me. I know that you're on a high horse, but come on.
I'll have you know that my horse never did any drugs.
It's not a Colombian horse.
I refuse to believe that he would have entered this place not mounted on a horse.
Anyway, I will try this against the lion.
I will go ahead and give you the foreknowledge that tripping a 4-legged creature is more difficult than a 2-legged creature.
I will still try because it's a move action, so I still
Okay.
get to bonk it later.
So
I wouldn't have used it anyway.
So roll your CMB. Failed. You hit one of its legs and it's not having it.
So the next hit is just a quarterstaff. Yeah, that's not gonna do it either.
Just barely misses.
Son of a bitch!
You can 5-foot step though. That's an action you have left.
I will actually step back, yes.
Coward.
All right, it is now Conway's turn.
I'm going to put my hand on Fiat's back, and I'm gonna say, "Get back in there," and push her towards the lion. But as I do, I'm also gonna chant and cast Heal Wounds. What is it actually called? The name of the spell? Hang on. It's called Cure Light Wounds. Yes, it's a D8.
Also roll CMB to push me.
No, I'm not actually pushing. It's just light tapping on your back.
But you actually have Cure Light Wounds, or you just have the Life Sphere?
No, it's a spell from the Spell Dabbler feat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he actually has cure light wounds.
So roll 1d8 plus 1, I think it is.
Yeah, per caster level.
So
Well,
plus
yeah.
Plus
so
caster
plus-
level up to +5. So yeah. So 1d8 plus 2.
No, it's caster level from the original Pathfinder, not caster level from Spheres Pathfinder.
plus one, then plus one.
It still counts as your caster level.
So D8 plus
You're a
2.
full
Heal.
caster anyway, so yeah.
Look at that. I am useful, ladies and gentlemen. You recover 4 hit points. And that was my healing for the day, by the way. What can I say except you're welcome?
Alright, Lucien, you're up.
I will turn to Fiat and comment, what can you expect from a woman? And then cast Improve Haste on Ori.
Okay. And now it is Snack's turn.
As a 5 feet move and then a barrage of attacks. Moment. Yum, yum, yum.
Okay, so it did 4 total damage. Remind me, does Ori have like poison or something, or is just snake in shape?
Also, what's the AC? 14?
Well, you can surmise that 14 missed and 15 hit, so
Yeah, it's 50.
Right?
so 15 is exactly what you need to hit. Oh, the lions have pounce. I should have one KO'd someone. Never mind.
How subtle.
Alright, the lion's sick, it is slightly wounded. It decides... Let's see.
And it has flies buzzing all around it, sounding in its ears. It can feel the flies crawling all over its face.
So, the lion takes the withdraw maneuver. Doesn't provoke attack of opportunities for doing so.
Oh shit, I deleted my character token. Fuck.
Your character just phases out of existence for a second.
God, I hate that your token is saved
go.
upside down.
Yeah, whenever I see Gozerner disappear, I just look over at Isaac. Like, what the fuck did you do this time?
It's not just you, it's all of us.
Yes.
Barrage!
Okay, so
Yep.
it is whose turn now? Yeah, it's Balak, right?
Wait, is the
Okay.
lion dead? Did it disappear, or was it the same bug?
Valak's going to move the swarm to here.
Oh, I see it.
How fast does it say that your legions can move? Because I think it's only like what,
I
25?
believe it's like maybe it's 20 feet per turn.
Can't
20
you
or 25. Hold on.
on the current position of the line?
If you put them at this square, this one right at 25 feet, you might be able to just barely cover the lion.
Yeah, don't-
I mean, it's like 25 feet plus 5 for 2 caster levels, isn't it?
Oops.
It's one of those effects, I think.
Wait. This thing is measuring wrong.
No,
It really cannot measure incorrectly.
it's non-Euclidean. Don't worry.
Yeah, it doesn't follow.
No, but the
yes,
thing
yes,
is,
I
the
know.
thing
It doesn't
is,
follow Pythagorean formulas. I'm sorry.
yeah, the
No,
playthroughs have a formula.
Pathfinder rules are non-Euclidean.
It's a wonder it's not taxi cab distance.
Yeah, it's not actual distance. You count squares. You don't count
Yeah.
the number of the distance. It's non-Euclidean.
Okay, it would be my turn then. I will attack 3 times as well, using another spell point. Using this one with the quicken effect.
What's
And I
the
will
range?
attack
What's the range on a musket?
60 feet. I won't get the +1 from the melee archer feat, neither to attack or range or damage, but I will still get the twice attack.
On this.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. This
it
this
will be
attack
at a
is
-2.
actually outside of normal range for a musket. Oh, dragoon musket.
Yes,
So
but
yeah,
this-
maybe be 60 feet. All right.
That
I
hits.
think it's dead.
Oof.
That kills.
Wait, dragoon musket has a. Was it ×3?
×2. Oh no, yes, ×3.
Okay.
The normal musket is ×4. So is it still alive or do I shoot it? Another 2 times.
All right, it's down.
Ah yes,
A
another belt
shot
for my
rings out
collection.
in the cave, and the line's down. Even though technically you have your line of sight blocked by both partially blocked by a pillar and mostly blocked by a swarm of flies that may or may not exist.
If you
Do you
don't,
want me to do a will roll for it? A will save.
Personally,
If you
I don't care.
if you don't
Combat's
believe
over.
they don't.
What matters
I
is,
want to
does
take
it go
it out.
through? Then it's fine.
And
All
the
right.
hunter,
I want to say let's end this session right here. I think this is a quasi good place because the rest is almost immediately going to be traveling back and interacting with the NPC.
Yep.
But I want to see what is about here. I can see right about 60 feet. Dark vision.
Let me reveal that for you then.
Spoilers for next session. Ooh.
Eh,
Well, it depends. Do you want to just keep looking in the cave for the next session, or do you want to go turn in a lion?
we will scout out the cave.
Cave, I'm
Yeah,
sure
well,
you mean our new stronghold.
Maybe.
We'll see. We'll see how the
If
layout
there
there.
is one, there might be more. But let's end the session here.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today. Ending it right here. You guys have fun. Any closing words from players?
Nigga, see you next week.
Thank you. Susan's totally going to monetize me for that. Thank you.
See you next week. Same Tism time, same Tism channel.
Convey, more like convey.
You missed the opportunity to say con gay. We're off stream, by the way.